Good evening. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for taking some time to spend with me to learn a little bit more about LiveGood and the business that I run. Tonight, I want to talk to you about ranks. Most people talk about ranks in LiveGood. Very few people actually talk about what it takes to reach them. So in this video, I'm just going to walk you through the basic ranks that we have and that we start out with. I'm just going to try to give you an honest answer, realistic, trying to not have hype and tell you income and things like that, because it all really depends on what you do, how you do it, and the effort that you put in to this business. So as always, I have my notes, and I would like to ask you, if you find value, definitely like and subscribe. But even more importantly, if you find value in this video, we all need to help each other. Please share it with someone that you think would find value, so that they can have a chance of determining if this is something that will help them be successful in their lives. And anyway, with that, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get going. So how do the ranks actually work? So basically, LiveGood ranks are based on team structure, right? It's not luck. It's not just you get a bunch of people in and things can keep rolling, right? So you're going to hear the word legs a lot, right? And that's basically, a leg is an organization of people, right? And it's not just one person. So as we get going and I get to the little bit higher ranks, you're going to learn how people need to help each other and how you need to help other people succeed. So when we talk about an organization, a balance within the organization is very important. Your leadership, you don't have to be a leader, but your leadership would mean showing people how to do what you did to get where you're at. That's all you got to do. If you sponsor a person, now you teach that person to sponsor a person, right? If you build an organization, maybe someone wants to build an organization, you teach them, right? And that's what leadership is. And then duplication matters, right? So again, you're teaching them to duplicate what you do, and that's how they become successful, which also makes you successful. So let's talk about the first couple of ranks. So bronze and silver are the first two ranks, right? So bronze is a very simple rank. You sponsor 2 people into this business, you're bronze, and you get a bonus for that. And very simple, very easy. Silver is a little bit more, right? So silver is where leadership starts to take place in the business, right? And so with silver, you need to have 10 sponsored people, or 10 people that you enroll into your group, right? This is a buyer's club, and we're building affiliates. And then you need 20 total people, or you could have 3 people that just do what you did. They sponsored 2. And that will get you to what's called the silver rank, right? Which gives you another bonus check, right? And this is where most people stall out. They've sponsored a couple people. Maybe they took it to that next step and they've sponsored 10 or something. And it's not that hard, but they stop being consistent, right? So this is a long-term business. I've talked about this in my other videos. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. You need to be consistent and you need to continue on. So that is really your first step. The first step is get to that bronze and then start building off of that and start helping other people to become bronze themselves. So once you hit that silver and bronze, that's pretty simple, right? Then we get to gold and platinum. Gold and platinum are more of a mid-level rank, but this is where things start to take place that involve other people being successful. And that's why I go back to leadership and having you teach people what you did. With gold, there's several different ways. I'm going to talk to you just about the very simple way of you personally sponsor 30 people and you have 100 people in your organization that either other people sponsored or the organization of LiveGood put underneath you, and there's 100 people in there. So that starts to happen somewhat organically, but it also takes your consistent effort, right, to get 30 people. And if you do one a week, halfway through the year, you might have 30 people if you consistently posting on social media, consistently doing videos like I do, you can choose how you want to do that, but you have to be consistent. If you want to get to platinum, which is even higher, okay, again, several ways to do it, but the basic way, 100 personally sponsored people. So that's 2 people a week, or maybe it might take 2 years to get there, but we're talking full-time business here now, 6 figures, that type of thing is possible. Again, I don't want to tell you numbers because your effort and how you build and how you teach people to do what you did is going to determine that. But 100 people and 500 people that are active, again, either people that you're personally sponsored, they're personal people sponsored, all those people sponsoring, the company placing people into your organization. Those are all different ways to get that 100 and 500, right? So the 100, obviously, you have to do yourself. But that is where you're really making big money, is when you get into the gold and platinum. And then when you get past that, you're really becoming very, very successful. You can't hustle your way here on your own when you're getting into the gold and platinum level. You really do have to have others helping, right? So I would never expect you to be personally the only person building the business, right? And again, your effort in helping other people succeed is what's going to help your business grow. Systems matter, right? So if I'm teaching you, I'm going to teach you how to maybe make a YouTube. Maybe you don't want to do that, so maybe I teach you how to post on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram, or maybe you want to do a newsletter. Any of those things are up to you, but I teach you the basics of how to be consistent in your work, right? And it's the system where we just keep repeating ourselves that makes people successful. And then this is really where, if you get to that point where you decide, do I really want to build a team or not? Do I want to become big in this business and full-time, just really making good money and making this like a full-time business where I don't need to do anything else? The last 2 sections that I want to talk to you are called Diamond and Crown Diamond. This is where you're really getting into good money, right? And these are organizational achievements. Again, not a solo income goal. This is where many people are becoming successful in your organization. And Diamond requires 3 platinum legs. So remember, those are people that have decided to build, and they have 100 people and 500 in their organization. So they're making money. So don't worry about them. It's not a get rich quick scheme where the person at the top makes all the money. Other people need to be successful as well. And we help you to do that and help other people to do that. And you have to have about 2,500 people in your organization. So you can imagine, if you have 2,500 people in your organization, you're getting big. And then Crown Diamond, that requires 50,000 members. And I know this is huge numbers that you're probably thinking, oh my God, how could I ever get to that level? But again, this is your organization starting to duplicate itself over and over. You helped a few people, those people helped a few people, those people helped a few people, and all of a sudden you have an organization of people building this business for themselves and being successful for themselves. So those are the main ranks that you can get to in LiveGood. And as I said, it starts out where you're working hard in those first couple of ranks of bronze, silver, and even gold and platinum, where you're putting in the time and building that base. But then you start teaching other people how to do what you did, and that's when it really gets exciting. So why do most people never reach a rank, right? Most people never do in this business. And that's kind of disheartening if you're thinking about this. However, the fact is you're going to have people that will, and that's how this business builds. So most people don't rank because they quit too early, right? It's difficult for them, and so they quit. They don't duplicate. This is a business of duplicating, right? And this is just like any other business. We want to teach people how to do what we did, right? And that's how we duplicate. And then the expectations that you have, if they don't match the effort that's required, that is going to be another reason to quit. So you have to think about what is required for this business. Am I a fit for the business? And how high do I want to go? You may want to go to gold and that's it. Maybe you want to make $500-$600 a month. Maybe you want to make $2,000-$3,000 a month, something like that. That's fine. But if your effort isn't at what's required for $2,000 or $3,000 a month, obviously you're going to quit. So that's not a LiveGood problem, okay? That's really an industry problem. And in the other videos, we talk about how we have retention that other MLMs don't have. And that's why we do affiliate marketing and build buying groups, because it helps you to stay in. So those are the things that you need to do to get to the different ranks. Those are the different ranks that we have, and they continue to go up past that. But if you want to do those things, obviously the effort matters. If you found video, I can't talk today. If you found this video to be valuable for you, please pass it on to someone else. Please like and subscribe. And as always, if you want to learn more, check out the link in the comments or in the description on my page, and you can check that link and it will give you an excellent idea and some visuals on what I've been talking about. I hope this has been valuable for you. I know I've enjoyed giving it to you. I've bumbled through it a little bit. I'm coughing and having a little bit of trouble speaking tonight, but it is valuable for you, and I hope it is something that you are able to use. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.